Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our live reactions for this NXT Takeover 31. It seems like it's been forever since we've done a live reaction with my schedule and all that. I don't even have the actual equipment that we usually have, the mics and the soundboard and everything, due to it being my other job. Um, in anticipation for using it again Tuesday, which I forgot we were going to have this takeover. So I didn't bring it home. I saved myself the headache and cleaning it up after doing a live stream. So we're going to do the best we can here with, actual computer audio and cameras. So we're finally back. It seems like I said, it seems like forever since we've done a live stream. But we've had Takeover 30.
You like flipped water.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't think I did any. I didn't know anything. It's a nice cold beverage. But anywho, we had Takeover 31.
Fucking alcoholic.
I'm sorry. The pot calling the kettle black. Okay. Anywho, we're not getting into our personal problems. So we're going to take over 31. John, what do you think of the overall show?
It was a pretty good show for the most part. It's just, I guess for me, the issue has been like I've been having a hard time getting emotionally invested into NXT. I gladly accept that, but it's just I mean, and I definitely know that probably a lot are going to probably have a better show experience compared like for me. I thought everything went pretty well for the most part, but I wasn't completely emotionally invested with the show, if that's a good way to describe it somehow. How would you feel?
I thought it was a very good show. There was the wrestling. I don't know if it wasn't the NXT, but that's Takeover. But that's the best ones are very hard to live up to. That being said, that's not a negative. It was a good show, phenomenal wrestling. And then I guess let's move into the first one. We have, we open up tonight with the NXT North American title match with Johnny Gargano versus the champion Damian Priest, with, as we predicted, Damian Priest retaining.
Yeah, that was essentially what I expected there. I kind of had a feeling that tonight might possibly be like both Johnny and also Candice's swan song in NXT, or at least with the start of it with the WWE draft coming up next Friday. And kind of how everything was like that actually happened here. I'm feeling pretty confident with that right now. But a very good match. Damian, he wins as he should have. He's only been, I believe, champion for a little over a month now, or 2 months, or 2 months here. Right. But nothing really stood out from this match like that I would just like immediately recall. It was just a really solid match. I wouldn't exactly call it takeover-esque as far, because and I'm just like strictly judging that on Johnny's past. past takeovers, just because hell, he's had like banger after banger after banger. So it's do you think that this was Johnny's small format?
It could be. I don't know why my voice is cracked. Depends on what they do Wednesday, because they have a couple days of one week, one day of shows. You can do something. So they don't really like show up on Wednesday, or depending on what they do, it could be. I would assume that this is out of the picture because of what happened later on after the women's match, and get into that. But I thought this was solid over. Damian Priest has impressed me more and more these big matches, and he won as he should, building him up. I can't really see anything bad about this show. About this match. Solid show. Then we move on to Kushida versus Velveteen Dream, with Kushida picking up the victory of Dream. The more aggressive Kushida, and after the match, Kushida attacks Dream multiple times. It's like attacking the arm locks.
This definitely felt like that they were definitely riding on Dream here for a while. Just for how much that Kushida just beat the crap out of him, even after the match. Like that arm of his was just beaten to a freaking pulp. Like whether it was arm bars or just Kushida smashing it like against ring post. I believe that he actually and I believe actually he also put Dream's arm in between with the steel post and the steel steps as well. So yeah, it just an absolute ass kicking from that perspective. Told a pretty good story here. It started off a little bit slow, but it gradually built here, and the absolutely the correct person won here. Could definitely see Kushida eventually facing a Balor, or possibly facing a Damian Priest down the line, as well. So yeah, Matt, your thoughts?
Do you think if they're running, say, Velveteen Dream, you see him possibly being a draftee?
You can't rule it out, just because
they're winning.
No, it would not shock me. And if we're being perfectly honest, he has been ready for quite some time. Problem is going to be, with all of his issues outside of the ring, how is that going to translate?
Right. I mean, we have that, but they didn't find anything technically. That's not even my issue with that. My issue is how, if he does get called up, how does he get booked eventually with that gimmick? I mean, it has potential. And we'll see if he gets called up, because I'm at this point with him, like, it's at that awkward stage, like, what else can he do? And even though he hasn't been champion, you still feel like he's not going to get there.
And to me, Matt, that is a problem with a ton of guys right now on NXT. You don't know where else you can go with them. Adam Cole is definitely
Adam Cole's on top of the list.
Adam Cole there, Rhea there, Johnny, Candice, Tommaso Ciampa. He's kind of been like
I think
into.
I feel like Ciampa has more potential to do stuff than Johnny at this point.
Finn Balor, obviously you can either do him or even Damian.
Finn Balor, not Finn Balor. Ciampa, I just feel like has more stuff he can do, even though he's got it all. It's weird than Johnny. I think Johnny can go main roster, Candice can go main roster if they get called up. Could be a good fit in the mid-card title picture. I can see him maybe on a SmackDown for the IC title there. I think that could be a good fit. Just off the top of my head, but who knows? I like Kushida's aggressive side, and so hopefully there's more bigger things for him. I would assume so. How he's booked lately. It just reminds me of to a certain extent, a Keith Lee type of situation. How he came in, wasn't really doing anything, but he got those. Eventually, got those wins, and he became he's like the top guy in NXT. And eventually, he was called up. So, at least with NXT, if they're not pushed right away, there's time for them to get pushed and things work out. In Keith Lee's instance, it's all when he got pushed, it's all the right time for him. Actually, double champion, and then there's things to come for him on the main roster, no doubt. We get into the NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. Isaiah Scott versus Santos Escobar. We both thought it was time for Swerve to get his win, but not this time. Santos retains a another excellent. I'm going to say this for all of them pretty much. Another excellent wrestling match. I'm still high on Santos Escobar. I think he's.
I am too. I just feel like that the whole cruiserweights in general is just really just directionless right now, or just like it just doesn't have a lot of buzz going on right now. I do wish that they could figure something out to kind of get some more steam behind these guys because obviously we're just talking strictly about the in ring. It's still really damn good. And obviously they put a ton of time with these guys on Escobar in like his group, and obviously building him and Swerve Scott. But it's just like a ton of these guys who they love, and like this guy who came in and I had no idea who this guy was, and I feel like that's a problem to a certain extent. Like
I think he's been on before,
right?
I don't think he's been on a lot. I think so.
Okay.
I don't think he's been on a lot, but I do appreciate that they're trying to incorporate somebody else or build somebody else. He did cut a promo backstage, which I thought was pretty good for a relatively unknown guy. So that's upside right there. He can cut a promo. We'll see what happens. So they're adding another wrinkle, another contender.
I was also thinking too, man. Like, do you think it would be beneficial to add, say, a Ricochet or someone into the mix here? Just, because God, it's not like he's doing anything right now.
I would bring it back.
Like to me, I think he would really help out. Just, obviously, his pedigree in NXT was.
I wish people can get drafted to
NXT, which I don't know why they haven't done that, especially too. You're going head to head against Dynamite every single week. I feel kind of really beneficial.
I would bring Ricochet back.
Definitely. I would like. To me, he's definitely at the top of that list.
I think there's not a lot I would bring back yet. But Ricochet, I think would help. Yeah,
he fits NXT way better, in my opinion. And to like, I feel like it couldn't hurt just to have some established names there. Hell, I mean, like, and obviously he's just he's like in a way, and this person, he is in way more important things, but maybe down the line, maybe you throw in a like Dominic Mysterio, because they could always play off his bond, putting that back in WCW, WWE. So
I don't know if they were doing it now.
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, he's in the second or I mean, on like Raw is probably in the most important storyline on that.
It would be wow.
Yeah.
I don't see that anytime soon. We'll see what they do with Adonis. This is another person for FR, because there's people they can do, but it was a good promo for him to see what happens there. Then we get the NXT title match. Cancel Ray, Io Shirai, another good match. Near the end, there was a rough bump. Two refs on top the crowd. Then Johnny walks down with ref shirt. Counts pin, but kicks out. Ref argues with Johnny. Johnny's taking the shirt off. But not until not after, or not before. One of those before and after. Johnny tosses the title. Candace hits Io with it, and the ref counts, but Io kicks out. But then Io eventually wins and retains her championship. And then after the match, we get Storm appear on the video board saying that she is now back at NXT, and then it's now anytime. So we think, it's only back. No, the serious person we saw vignettes for last week or so plays on the video board, arrives at the Capitol Wrestling Center, and find out it is Ember Moon. She returns to TV after being injured, which seems like forever. So NXT Women's Division was stacked before, but it's even more stacked now with the
Ember. I mean, I'm really happy, Ember, that she is back in NXT. They just have done absolutely not a damn thing with her on either Raw or SmackDown. Although both shows could really use her right now. But I'm just really happy to see her. Hell, those are two really fresh feuds now for Io. And I did recall, I think I read a transcript somewhere where Triple H said that pretty much after the show, it would be a softer reboot, a softer reboot, and definitely this show definitely had that. Like, you feel like that they were just ending a lot of stuff happening. Right? I'm hoping now with that, and obviously with them bringing on Halloween Havoc as well. On the 28th. I really do hope that they are going to start to build more more long-term stories and and not try to book everything within within 3 weeks, because I just did not care for them basically just throwing everything with this takeover in the span of hopefully 3 weeks. I just hope that's kind of where we can kind of get back in to a basics, so to speak.
So doing it for the most part overall.
With this show,
I say this show. I say overall. They've been doing it. They've not been telling storylines.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking
this show.
Yeah, strictly.
On that point, then Halloween Havoc is too soon.
Yeah, but
this month.
That isn't for a takeover though. It's for
to me it's still a pay-per-view. For NXT, their pay-per-views have been few and far between, and now
it should be.
Now we get one. 3
Yeah, and I believe that we had this, and I believe with their next takeover, I think that's being targeted for December. I think the last time that
just don't pull out of December to December.
Arguably the worst pay-per-view ever. I'm talking ever. Anything like that.
To this day, I've never seen it.
Yeah, do yourself a favor.
I kind of want to watch it.
It's
take pride in seeing
between that and WCW Sin 2001 are the two worst pay-per-views I have ever seen. You're doing yourself a favor, but as far as Ember and Tony is concerned, I am kind of surprised that we are seeing Tony back, just because I believe that she is still over in the UK. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but unless are they opening up things now over there? So if that is the case, then that gives me hope that soon AEW is going to have pack soon. So hopefully that
I'm
is case.
more surprised they had. I felt it strange that they had both Tony and Ember come back in the same segment. I'm yay for surprises, but it was strange how both was back.
Speaking of strange, that freaking announced table
gimmick.
Yeah, I was like, did anyone else find it weird that basically it was like pictures of two random people sitting in?
One was the girl was an MLW wrestler, according to Brian Alvarez,
and the other person that
same look. It was like
he was just like just staring ominous. So I'm just like, that's kind of weird.
I wanted like Sasha Banks. I swear to God. Like original Sasha Banks.
It was either that or like Becky Lynch first debuted in NXT.
She kind of had a complexion and kind of, I don't know, she just reminded me of Sasha.
Yes. So like we found like kind of what I was like,
wait a minute. There's a woman there. It's not Beth. Beth has blonde hair. This is like dark brown, whatever Sasha is. I thought Wade Barrett was there, but he apparently, obviously, he wasn't too.
Yeah.
So that was just strange. They had to fill in for announcers. And I'm surprised that any table close to any action around the table,
right.
I think Priest and Gargano did it, and you could clearly see
it wasn't
anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
I
get why, but it's just weird. You don't want. I get why they did it, but we seen Vic and Barrett at the announce table before, and Beth wasn't there.
Right.
But now we know Vic's there, but it's obvious that Wade and Beth weren't there. You got two people, one especially doesn't look like Beth, sitting in and getting paid. That's a hell of a way to get a paycheck. Just sit there, headphones on, and look at the monitor and watch the show. Here you go.
Don't say anything.
What did you think of the whole setup with the what was it called, the Capital Wrestling Center?
I liked it.
It's like the mini Thunderdome,
which it has been something that I've been calling for a while now. It's just because it just like really with NXT, it was just like missing.
Because it was still at Full Sail.
It was still at Full Sail, but
I think Full Sail wasn't going to not have people in. I think there's some fans in there tonight. Yeah, and the Performance Center would miss something too. But this, you got the fans in the video boards. You can't, if nobody told you it was Performance Center, really, you couldn't tell it was Performance Center. Actually.
Right. And it really felt like the Thunderdome.
Any Thunderdome, more like that underground. Well, you mentioned it too. Felt more underground than Raw.
I would.
It was more like that. Like the underground Fight Club, but more NXT feeling, like just off-brand, just different show. So yeah, it's good. If they stay there, it's not a bad thing. When they say they're at the Performance Center, like, but now with all the money and energy stuff, and they put in to create that environment, I think that's pretty good, and I'm okay with it going there for the time being. Yeah. So let's get to the main event. Kyle O'Reilly for Balor for the NXT Championship, with Finn Balor retaining. I thought this was a good wrestling match, back and forth, hard hitting. This ain't no fly flips and stuff. This was just both of them doing a wrestling match, which I appreciate more. Just a good solid match, and Finn wins. And then after the credits roll, but we get Rich Holland, who attacked Adam Cole off screen, carries him out, shoulder tosses him up the ringside. He walks away. The rest of the UE come down and check on him.
I did find it odd that basically Cole was somehow all by himself, and like we was some
the pot there.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is definitely Kyle and Cole are going to be baby faces going forward. Like some people have been talking about him possibly turning heel. I'm like, honestly,
I think
I don't see it. At least
I think for both faces, I can, depending on what they do. This is intriguing. You don't know exactly what they're going to do. I think they need to both be faces. So if you do a turn, which everybody's expecting, because they're planning. Everybody, you can tell they're planting some seeds. They're not really on the nose with it, but like I just little things I've noticed that they're doing. Like when Kyle was walking to the ring backstage, and Kyle up in the foreground. Fish and Strong, and then a little bit further back was Adam Cole. Like the way they shot, I was sitting going, like it was not a very subtle thing. I think that at first look, you go, man, that's just he's just walking in the back. What the hell?
Yeah.
But it was just a placement, and then Adam Cole gives the biggest hug before the match. Like it was like the little things that don't mean anything right now, but when you look back, could mean some stuff. And the fact that Adam Cole still allowed to get attacked by Rich Holland after the match. Again, like what you said, Adam Cole was by himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, why is he by himself there? It was kind of what I was asking.
And they could, always explain it later. It's just, they're planting little seeds, and I'm all for Rich Holland, a little bump here. I've been impressed with him. I've seen so far lately, even in his first match, a couple was a takeover or two ago or whatever. So again, a little bit of a refresh here. Rich Holland is getting involved, which is always good. Build somebody else up. We were talking about building new stars. Build him up. He's getting that UE rub because you obviously established. I mean, look, Kyle O'Reilly was an amazing here. Yes, he's been on Takeover before, but it was tag team. And it was always.
I think we're going to be seeing, especially with the draft coming in. And on Friday, we're definitely going to be seeing a little bit of a change because I do expect some NXT people to be called up.
I don't know.
To me, Johnny and Candice, I'm feeling pretty strongly about.
I would. There'd be a.
To me, those two I would say are the two top people. And with them bringing back Ember Moon,
I feel like more women. I feel like more women. I feel like more women. The top. I feel like
Rhea too.
I think more women of the NXT side, maybe tag team. I wouldn't be surprised. We were saying Adam Cole before. Now with the storyline, and I off my radar.
No, to me, Cole, I think it's gonna be in NXT at least. I think he'll be there at least. Yeah, I think then is when unless you want to throw him as a surprise guy in the Rumble there and as well. But I think that's probably where they're going.
Wasn't he in the Rumble before? You in the Rumble?
He was. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Him or Keith Lee was.
Keith Lee, that's really the person.
That might have been the year prior.
I was in one.
He was definitely in one.
Yeah. He was this.
Yeah. I don't think it was. Yeah. It was the year before because he had that freaking insane match with who did he have that Extreme Rules match against? It was freaking crazy. Was it? Yeah, it was against Ricochet, where he nearly freaking killed himself.
So we have. I think it's because with the depth of the division there is that you can take 1 or 2, it'd still be all right. They can get tag team, but I don't think the men are very limited. Who you call up besides Johnny, in my opinion, our opinion, and Candice can.
I'm like Dream. I can kind of see just because how he was.
I can see Dream because the NXT crowd knows the thing, and maybe the general crowd doesn't.
Right.
I can see that, but I think it's more women. I can see Rhea. I'm gonna say she doesn't right now. I don't know. I just have this feeling because always in the past it seems like who they call out, you look at, they call out people you don't expect or get drafted, so to speak. Like
Wasn't it like when Alexa got called up? Like people like, why would Alexa get called up?
Yeah, like and this was, I mean, like she was still a like manager.
She was a man.
It was like it worked out.
Yeah, I mean,
so who knows? But again, that's what we think. I think.
Yeah, and to me, if you look at both Raw and SmackDown, like they just have zero depth on both of those rosters. Even though Raw has Bianca Belair, who is there's still
they put a video. They had a vignette.
I'm just like, can we get her?
Pretty cool. I wish I enjoyed it.
I'm just like, can we start using her? Like, it's just like she's been essentially off of TV outside of the spot here and there ever since after WrestleMania. So I'm just like,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So we'll see. So what I'm always interested about the draft is that it usually is a reboot of sorts for the most part. Because after a year, there's only so much you can do with SmackDown has found the formula of keeping it fresh and interesting, or Raw is not, to put it completely mildly. With we've seen Raw is refresh. Not refresh. What's the word I'm looking for?
Rematches.
So refresh meaning I was trying to just recycle.
I mean,
Raw is recycle.
I mean, like we do see a lot of rematches on
Apollo. Leave that there, Apollo. They pushed him. It was good, and then he stayed in the same people over again.
Yeah, or the Street Profits for Angel Garza and try for the 10,000th time. It just like they just get help themselves. I don't know why. Like, especially when you look at NXT and especially Dynamite, you rarely see these matches over and over again. And I don't
or to the extent of
right. It's just like, is it really that hard to put someone like because this is a guarantee, especially for example, Cesaro and Nakamura against there's always a guarantee they will have either a singles match, a 6-man tag, or something involving those people. Instead of like we see over on Dynamite, they are actually involving other teams, who are in that tag division, so that these people aren't seeing each other touch every single week, which that's how it should be, because that is how that is going to actually make those tags at pay-per-views, actually mean something. As we have seen all too often, that is not the case. So guys, that will be about do it here for this live stream. We are tentatively planning on doing a live stream after SmackDown Friday night. Where we are talking about the first moves on the WWE draft, and if there are any NXT moves at that point there. So we stay tuned.
Yeah. Plus, it's a stack show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I believe we have Sasha first, Bailey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We have versus Sheamus and a count anywhere match.
A little sneaky that you did.
That's
oh my God.
I'm gonna look it up here.
But you know what? Look how far we've come. I am leaning off the camera. Look how far we've come. That we're going to do a live stream.
This is what happens when you have a show that is actually interesting. And hell, the tribal chief.
We must tribal chief. He does not kick her ass.
Masks a lot of the issues that go on there. But okay, Kevin Owens versus the Fiend.
Was Kevin? I thought Kevin. That's. I missed that.
Yeah,
I thought
so
Kevin or was he get traded?
Part of that other like special quarterly invitational.
I like the I don't. Okay. I don't. It is what it, I mean. Yay! It's in the Fiend. Yay!
And I would assume
do that. You do that. I can.
And I would assume that
he's getting traded.
Yeah, and I would assume that Alexa is going to be accompanying him going forward, especially after how SmackDown ended with those.
I still got to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
because SmackDown didn't record.
In my opinion, it's the second. It's the second most interesting story on the show. Obviously, behind the tribal chief.
There's two. That's more raw.
I mean, three for counting Sami Zayn as the IC champ. That's pretty good.
Well, if you could give the Mysterio stuff is at least something consistent on Raw. So two more. I'll give you two more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just way more invested with their stories right now. But I will say though, Sasha and Bayley, I have not.
I know you're going to say you're not, but at least Sasha and Bayley is more interesting than it's on Raw.
Yeah,
if you four things that are happening.
But man, like these promos have not done this feud any favors. Just how Sasha has been selling with her neck injury and just how that's been progressing. I enjoy the promos. I don't enjoy Sasha not selling the neck. Yeah, it's just like I'm not really vibing with it right now, but that can completely change after this week.
I'm fully expecting Bayley to retain, Sasha to get her ass more beat. She's out long term, and you get the rematch.
I will say though,
later on,
somehow Sasha can magically recover 3 weeks after Bayley just beat the living shit out of her, smashed her neck.
John, she's had a neck brace, so she's been in pain.
Smashed her neck with a steel chair, and just like sent her through the freaking ringer. In 3 weeks, she's fine.
How much? Now, it depends how this match is. What they do in the match. They're making me agree with what they've been doing, or disagree with what they're doing. This is the focal point, the climax of this feud so far, where this is going. And I've enjoyed it. We'll see what happens.
And as I said on the podcast this past Saturday, if Sasha wins, this feud, in my opinion, is completely dead. Unless something just insane has to happen where I'm not going to be completely done. But
I say Bayley has to win now.
She has to
and destroy Sasha.
And right. And then obviously the next logical step would to be okay. We're going Sasha. And the Rumble, she wins that, and then we do the final pull off between these two.
If it's not for I don't know who would. The thing is, I don't know who Bayley. But okay, say it's not for the title, right? I can see Bayley the Rumble. Let's say Bayley's in the Rumble, Sasha comes out, and Sasha eliminates Bayley. Sasha doesn't win the thing, but there's your catalyst for that feud to come back. You do that, or obviously Sasha comes and wins the whole thing, come back, faces Bayley, and there you go. And then Sasha wins the title at Mania. You can boom. We have a natural storyline. Sasha, in terms of look at Mania 35 for her and Bayley lost the title. So look at Sasha at 32, not winning the title. Sasha's come up short.
Multiple times.
Would
She won the weight. Sasha past Mania.
Is it
Her and Bayley?
Her and Bayley.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they did.
So they kind of use that.
Because Sasha was helping out Bayley because they were still in the midst of that. But yeah, 36. Yeah.
I want to double check. So I want to make sure.
Because they did Becky versus Shayna, Charlotte versus Rhea, and they did Bayley face.
We had
was it a 4-way? I want to say that it was a 4-way.
Bayley defeated Lacey Evans and we Sasha Banks and Mina. Okay, Bayley defeated Sasha Banks, so she lost this past week. Okay, that helps. Sasha Banks lost this year. Because if this is me, I get previewed 35. I am looking. I'm using that as steam or background. They lost with Bayley and Sasha. Or Sasha's lost the year before because she's 0-2. Let me go Wikipedia. Let's go 34. This is New Orleans again, right? Even though I don't remember on the show. She wasn't on the main. Was she injured?
She probably was. 33, the one that we were at. She
there was a 20-woman WrestleMania a woman's battle royal. Which was she in that one?
I don't know, but
yeah. So there's that. There's a story there.
Yeah. So I
like it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, guys, that will probably do it for this live stream here. Thank you for tuning in. As always, as we said, we are planning on doing a live stream this Friday. And if anything like a noteworthy happened on like Wednesday between Dynamite and NXT, we will also talk about that as well. So comment and subscribe to our Twitter page. We are constantly on there for everything wrestling and also MMA. I will be tweeting more as more with the events there. So for like Matt, for John, have a good night. We shall see you on Friday.